Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing, as I promised you this time, a very quick review. I'm going to show you guys the difference between the Titan Fitness deadlift jack and the Rogue Fitness deadlift jack. Alright, so you might find yourself asking, before we even get into like which deadlift jack is better, why or should or is it worth having a deadlift jack as a garage gym owner? Now if you ask me, I 100% believe that they are a crucial, especially if you are like powerlifting, strongman, anything where you're picking up heavy stuff. A deadlift jack, at least a single-sided deadlift jack, if not the full bar jack, are not necessarily like essential, but once you have one, once you use one, it's really difficult to go back to not using one. So the question of whether or not it is useful, that's a question of efficiency. That's up to you. If you don't mind throwing like a dead wedge or like a single-sided jack or rolling it up onto a 1 1/4 or 2.5 pound plate, then I mean, go for it. If that works for you, there's no reason to change what you do. All I'm saying is that a deadlift jack tends to work a lot better. Now, I have two different deadlift jacks right now. I have the Titan Fitness deadlift jack, and I have the Rogue Fitness deadlift jack. So with the whether or not you need a deadlift jack aside, I'm not going to get into it. If you don't want one, don't buy one. It doesn't hurt my feelings none. But I just want to get into the differences, both in price and also in aesthetics and or measurements and or size between the two brands. So first off, I'm going to show you guys the Titan jack. So the Titan jack is a deadlift jack, and this one is called the full bar jack. It is UHMW lined on all three sides, so this side, and this side, and it is wide enough to accommodate for an axle. You'll also notice that if you look at it from the front post is slightly shorter than the back post. What this allows you to do is kind of scoop the bar up. You'll want to put this front post on the front. It's got 5 1/8" hardware, which is the exact same thing as Rogue. The only difference is it comes with slightly smaller washers. And the steel, although this really doesn't matter on this piece of equipment, it just seems like the finish is just a little bit rougher. Like you can kind of see, it's not necessarily like pitting, but it's not smooth steel. And the finish itself is just kind of meh. This sticker, that's me. I was trying to put a sticker on here and it ended up falling off. All 3 feet are basically this Schedule 80 1/2" tubing, which is like the 2-inch outside tubing. This allows you to rotate nicely, and you can see that you have the front 2 feet, which are right on line with each other, and they connect to the back foot, which is made of the same material. This is the first thing that I mean, it's just an end cap, so it doesn't actually matter, but the end caps that they buy, they tend to just pop right out right away. If that's something that bothers you, you can either just pull those out or you'll just be constantly shoving them back in. The next thing is the handle. The handle on the Titan jack is actually thicker than the Rogue jack. Now the top plastic one on this is nice and firm in there, like you can't really even pry it out. And it is a 1.5" diameter, which is a nice thing to grab. So now let's take a look at the Rogue jack. Again, UHMW lined on all 3 points, 1, 2, and 3. The difference here is that the hardware seems to go all the way through, where on the Titan one, it is basically they die the hole. They tap the hole so that the screws directly in. If I'm being honest, I actually kind of like that design feature better than the Rogue design feature where there's a screw on the outside. Just my opinion, doesn't really make a big difference, but one thing that Titan does that's actually a little bit nicer than Rogue. Same 5 1/8" hardware, wider washers, and I'll give you guys just a quick view of the finish on this, and you can see that it is significantly better than the Titan one. It also has these air holes just in case there's any moisture trapped in there. It can expand out, evaporate, and of course Rogue has some nice branding going down the one side. It's the exact same 1.5" inside diameter tubing, which gives you a 2-inch outside leverage point, and it's the same on all 3 feet, 1, 2, and 3. The handle on the Rogue one is a 1 3/8" handle, which actually feels really nice in the hand. The Rogue finish is really just, you know, that nice powder coat finish. It allows you to grab it and get a secure hold. Really no complaints there. And everything is connected up nicely. That is pretty much the difference between the two jacks. So again, the only real difference is on the Titan jack, you have slightly less better finish. That's not even a phrase. Rogue has slightly better finish. Exact same hardware between the two, just the smaller washers on the Titan jack. The end caps on the Rogue ones, I didn't cover this before. So again, on the Titan ones, they seem to pry right out, no problem. On the Rogue ones, they're pretty well in there. I'm giving it the same old college try, and I'm not able to get it out. So on top of all those differences, the only other real difference is the lean angle that the handle sits at naturally. So the layback angle, so I'm calling that the layback angle. So if this was 90, the Titan Fitness one specs out right at about 70 degrees using my handy dandy protractor. And the Rogue one specs out right at like 67 to 65 degrees, somewhere in that number. So it's slightly more leaning back on the on the Rogue Fitness one than the Titan Fitness one. In my experience, that really doesn't make that big of a difference. I have loaded these up with I tested a barbell a while ago, not the deadlift bar, but another barbell, and ended up loading like 800 some pounds on it. And I was comparing the two. I should have recorded it, but I didn't. And there was zero difference between the two that I could notice using the jack itself. And of course now for the final difference, and that is the price tag. So the Rogue Fitness bar jack is $165 plus shipping. Now, I checked today, they are in stock. They ship in 14 to 30 days. That's just based on the pandemic and the time frame it takes for Rogue to ship out orders. And the Titan Fitness one is $83 or something right along those lines. So basically, for half the price, you can get a item that functions almost exactly the same. And in my opinion, I actually like the handle better on the Titan Fitness one. I just wish it had a better powder coat. So tell me what you guys think in the comments down below. Personally, I really used to not like Titan Fitness, and lately, it seems like I'm having a really hard time telling him no. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. I appreciate you guys watching this video. And remember, when it comes to garage gyms, it should always be better, awesome, and of course, badass. I'll see you guys next time.